Welcome to Sleep Story, your nightly escape into a world of dreams and tranquility. Before we embark on our journey tonight, take a moment to unwind and relax. Find your most comfortable position, nestled in your bed, letting go of the day's tensions. As you settle in, allow yourself to be cradled by the softness around you. As you lie comfortably, let's start with a relaxing sleep induction. Inhale deeply, counting to 4. Hold your breath, counting to 7. And then exhale slowly, counting to 8. Repeat this breathing exercise. Inhale, hold, exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, hold, exhale. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. Let's count down from 10 to 1. With each descending number, feel your body and mind slip further into a state of complete relaxation. 10. Your toes are becoming light and tension-free, as if a gentle wave of relaxation is washing over them. 9. Your ankles loosen and unwind, letting go of the day's journey, bringing you comfort and peace. 8. Your legs feel the warmth and ease, resting as if on a cloud, light and unburdened. 7. Your waist and back release all stress, surrounded by a comforting warmth. 6. Chest and shoulders melt away all tension, breathing in relaxation and ease. 5. Arms and fingers relax, sinking into the soothing softness of your bed. 4. Neck and head muscles ease, every tension dissolving into calmness. 3. Breathing steadies, deepening. Each inhale brings peace. Each exhale releases stress. 2. Your heartbeat is calm and steady, reassuring you with every beat. 1. Now deeply relaxed, ready for a restful sleep. As our countdown concludes, you are now in a state of deep relaxation, poised at the threshold of sleep. Our story is about to begin, crafted to guide you into a peaceful slumber. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the narrative lead you into a serene and restful night. Let's begin our journey into the land of dreams. The distant hum of the spacecraft's engine faded as Kira stepped onto the surface of Talos, a planet teeming with an alien beauty that extended beyond the realm of human understanding. As she looked up, the sky swirled with vibrant colors, unlike anything seen on Earth. The air was crisp, filled with an unfamiliar but pleasant aroma, hinting at the planet's rich ecosystem. Kira, a brave astronaut with an insatiable curiosity for the unknown, led her team through the dense foliage. The vegetation was wildly diverse. Plants with luminescent leaves and flowers that seemed to pulse with life lined their path. The sounds of unseen creatures echoed in the distance, creating a symphony of the unknown. As they ventured deeper, Kira noticed peculiar patterns in the environment. There were clearings that seemed artificially made, and the flora appeared to be manipulated in ways that suggested intelligent design. She wondered if these were signs of the Talosians, the rumored intelligent inhabitants of the planet. Her team stumbled upon a stream with water as clear as crystal, reflecting the bizarre yet mesmerizing sky. The water teemed with creatures unlike any aquatic life on Earth, displaying a kaleidoscope of colors and forms. In the midst of their exploration, Kira's team discovered structures that were unmistakably a product of intelligent life. These structures, made from an unknown material, were seamlessly integrated into the environment, almost as if they had grown naturally. The designs were complex yet elegant, indicating a sophisticated understanding of architecture and nature. Despite these significant findings, there was no sign of the Talosians. It was as if they knew the humans were coming and had vanished into the deeper parts of the forest. Kira felt a mix of excitement and apprehension. She knew they were close to a groundbreaking discovery, yet the mystery of the Talosians' absence hung heavily in the air. As the sun set on Talos, casting long shadows over the land, Kira and her team set up camp. The night brought new sounds, new movements in the darkness, and the feeling that they were being watched. Kira gazed into the star-filled sky, pondering what secrets the next day on Talos would unveil. As dawn broke on Talos, Kira and her team resumed their expedition. The morning mist hung low, shrouding the forest in a veil of mystery. As they navigated through a particularly dense part of the jungle, a sudden shift in the ground beneath them triggered a hidden mechanism. Nets, woven from a material stronger yet lighter than any synthetic fiber on Earth, ensnared the team, lifting them off the ground. Struggling in vain, they found themselves suspended above a clearing, surrounded by the Talosians. These beings were a marvel to behold, humanoid, but with distinct features. Their skin shimmered like the surface of a gem, and their eyes reflected the vastness of the universe. They communicated through a series of melodious tones, unlike any language known to humanity. The leader of the Talosians, a tall figure with a commanding presence, approached Kira. His name was Aeolos, and he spoke in a broken yet understandable English, a result of his telepathic connection with Kira's thoughts. "Why have you come to Talos?" he asked, his voice echoing softly in the air. Kira, maintaining her composure, replied, "We come in peace, seeking knowledge and understanding of your world. We mean no harm." Her voice was steady, but her heart raced with the excitement of this unprecedented encounter. Aiolos studied her for a moment, his gaze penetrating. He then gestured, and the team was gently lowered to the ground. "Your intentions seem pure, but many have come before with similar words, only to betray our trust," he said. Kira knew she needed to gain their trust. She remembered a small artifact she had brought from Earth, a simple, beautifully crafted music box. She presented it to Aiolos as a token of goodwill. As the lid opened and a delicate melody filled the air, the Talosians listened, captivated. Music, it seemed, was a universal language. Moved by the gesture, Aiolos decided to give Kira a chance. "I will take you to our elders. They will decide your fate," he declared. As they were escorted through the Talosian habitat, Kira and her team witnessed the harmonious blend of nature and technology. The Talosians had mastered the art of living in sync with their environment. Their structures and machines seamlessly integrated into the landscape. Upon reaching the elders, a council of wise and serene figures, Kira spoke earnestly about her mission, her respect for the Talosians, and her desire to learn from them. The elders, touched by her sincerity and the peaceful melody of the music box, agreed to allow Kira and her team to stay under strict observation. Kira awoke to the soothing sounds of Talos. The dawn chorus of exotic birds mixed with the gentle hum of Talosian technology, creating a symphony of nature and innovation. She stepped out of the dwelling, a structure that seemed to grow out of the ground itself, and breathed in the fresh, fragrant air. Her days among the Talosians were filled with wonder. She learned about their advanced agriculture, where plants communicated their needs through a network of bioluminescent signals. She observed their art, a mesmerizing blend of natural materials and light, reflecting the Talosians' deep connection with their planet. Aiolos, the leader of the Talosians, became her guide and mentor. He showed her the heart of Talos, a colossal tree at the center of the forest, whose roots connected the entire ecosystem. As they walked through the forest, their conversations delved deep into philosophy, science, and the future of their respective worlds. Kira found herself drawn to Aiolos, not just as a leader, but as a being. There was a depth to him that transcended his alien form. His eyes, sparkling like the stars above, seemed to hold centuries of wisdom. His voice, though calm and measured, resonated with an underlying strength. One evening, as As they sat watching the twin moons of Talos rise, Aeolus shared stories of his ancestors and the ancient wisdom passed down through generations. Kira listened, captivated by his words and the passion with which he spoke of his people's heritage. Their conversation turned personal, and Aeolus asked about Kira's life on Earth. She shared her dreams, fears, and the loneliness of her journey. Aeolus listened intently, his gaze never leaving her face. In the vastness of the universe, connections between souls are rare and precious, he said softly, his hand brushing hers. The moment was electric, charged with an unspoken understanding. Kira felt a connection that went beyond words, a bond forged by shared experiences and mutual respect. Over the days, Kira's admiration for Aeolus grew. She saw in him not just a leader, but a visionary, one who balanced the needs of his people with the health of their planet. He was thoughtful, often pausing to consider the impact of his words and actions. His laughter, rare but genuine, revealed a warmth that contradicted the stoicism of his leadership. As Kira lay in her dwelling that night, her mind raced with thoughts of Aeolus. She was torn between her mission and the unexpected feelings she had developed. In the quiet of the Talosian night, she realized that her journey on Talos was not just about discovery and diplomacy, but also about the discovery of her own heart. One day, Kira and Aeolus strolled through the village of the Talosians, engaging in deep discussions about the philosophies and sciences of their respective cultures. Kira was profoundly drawn to the harmonious coexistence of the Talosians with nature. She felt that she was not only learning about a new culture, but also redefining her understanding of life and existence. Noticing Kira's deep respect and curiosity for their way of life, Aeolus decided to give her a deeper insight into the core of Talos, the heart of Talos. He said, "Kira, I wish to show you the heart and soul of our people, to let you truly feel the life force of our planet." Kira followed Aeolus through the dense foliage of Talos, their path illuminated by the bioluminescent flora. The deeper they ventured, the more the forest seemed alive, pulsating with an unseen energy. Finally, they arrived at the heart of Talos, a colossal, ancient tree, its trunk wide enough to house an entire city. Its roots sprawled outwards, intertwining with the ground and other plants, creating a vast network. Aeolus led Kira inside the tree through a hidden entrance. Inside, the heart of Talos was a marvel of natural architecture. The walls glowed softly, and the air was filled with a harmonious hum. Aeolus explained, "This tree is more than a plant. It's a living library, holding the knowledge and memories of our planet." Kira was awestruck as she touched the walls, feeling a surge of emotions and images. glimpses of Talos' history and its connection with the Talosians. "It's incredible," she whispered, her voice echoing in the chamber. Aiolos smiled. "We are deeply connected to our planet. The heart of Talos sustains us, and in turn, we protect it." Meanwhile, back at the explorers' camp, a member of Kira's team, Dr. Alan Voss, discovered a vein of rare, glowing minerals. Alan, who had always been envious of Kira's leadership and close relationship with the Talosians, saw an opportunity. Secretly, he communicated the discovery to Earth, exaggerating the potential for wealth and exploitation. Alan was a sharp contrast to Kira. Where she was curious and respectful, he was driven by greed and ambition. His narrow, calculating eyes missed the beauty of Talos, seeing only its potential for personal gain. He planned to convince the team to start mining operations, regardless of the consequences to the planet's ecosystem. That evening, as Kira returned to the camp, she sensed a change in the air. The team was abuzz with excitement about the discovery, but Kira felt a pang of worry. She confronted Alan. "We can't exploit Talos. We must respect their world." Alan sneered. "We're here for progress, Kira. Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment." Kira lay awake that night, troubled by the moral dilemma. She feared what the exploitation could mean for Talos and her newfound friends. The conflict was brewing, and she knew she had to take a stand. The future of Talos and her relationship with Aiolos and his people hung in the balance. As the sun rose over Talos, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, the tension in the explorers' camp was palpable. Kira, having spent the night in turmoil, had made a decision. She approached the camp's central area where the team was gathered, discussing the newfound mineral vein. "Listen, everyone," Kira announced, her voice steady despite the turmoil inside her. "We can't proceed with exploiting these resources. It's not only about respecting the Talosians, but also about preserving this planet's unique ecosystem." Dr. Alan Voss stepped forward, his face contorted with frustration. "Kira, you're letting your emotions get in the way of progress. This discovery could change Earth's future. We have to think about our people too." The team was divided, with some siding with Alan, driven by the potential of wealth and advancement, while others echoed Kira's concerns for the planet and its inhabitants. Aiolos, having sensed the unrest, arrived at the camp. "What is happening here?" he asked, his voice calm, yet carrying an undercurrent of concern. Alan wasted no time in presenting his case. "We've discovered valuable minerals here. They could greatly benefit our people back on Earth. We intend to extract them." Aiolos looked at Kira, disappointment and hurt in his eyes. "Is this why you came? To take from us?" Kira stepped forward. "No, Aiolos. That was never our intention. I'm trying to stop this. The argument escalated, voices rising in heated debate. Suddenly, the ground shook violently. An earthquake, a rare occurrence on Talos. The team scrambled for safety, but the quake was a stark reminder of the planet's fragility. In the aftermath, Aeolos addressed the group. This planet is alive, and it reacts to harm. Your actions could have consequences far beyond what you can comprehend. Alan, undeterred, insisted. This is a minor setback. We have the technology to handle this. Kira, realizing the gravity of the situation, turned to her team. We need to make a choice. Are we explorers and learners, or are we exploiters? I choose to stand with Talos and its people. The aftermath of the earthquake brought a solemn mood to the camp. Kira gazed at the damaged equipment and the shaken team members, feeling a heavy responsibility. She approached Aeolos, who was standing at the edge of the camp, looking towards the heart of Talos. Aeolos, I am sorry for what's happening. This is not what we intended when we came here, Kira said, her voice tinged with regret. Aeolos turned to her, his expression somber. Kira, your people must understand. Talos is not just a source of resources. It's a living entity. Every action here resonates through the entire planet. As they spoke, Alan and a few team members prepared to set out for the mineral site, determined to assess the potential despite the risks. Kira confronted Alan. You can't do this. The earthquake was a warning. We need to respect this planet's limits. Alan scoffed. We have a duty to explore and utilize what we find. Earth needs this, Kira. Frustrated and out of options, Kira turned to Aeolos. Is there a way to show them? To make them understand the connection you have with Talos? Aeolos nodded. There is one way, but it requires them to be open to experience our world truly. Together, they convinced Alan and his supporters to follow them to the heart of Talos. As they entered the ancient tree, Aeolos led them to the central chamber where the walls pulsed with the life of the planet. Place your hands on the walls, Aeolos instructed. Feel the heartbeat of Talos. Reluctantly, Alan and the others complied. As their hands touched the glowing surface, their expressions changed from skepticism to awe. Visions of Talos' history, its creatures, and the delicate balance of its ecosystem flooded their minds. Alan, overwhelmed by the experience, stepped back, his eyes wide. I had no idea. This is incredible. Kira watched, hopeful. Do you understand now why we can't just take what we want? Alan nodded slowly, a new understanding dawning on him. Yes, I see it now. We have to think beyond our immediate gains. The newfound respect for Talos brought a shift in the team's dynamics. However, back on Earth, the news of the mineral vein had reached the higher echelons of the exploration company. A message arrived at the camp. ordering the team to proceed with the extraction, regardless of the recent revelations. Kira called for a meeting. The team gathered under the shimmering canopy of the forest, the mood tense and uncertain. "We have orders to begin mining," Kira announced, her voice heavy with conflict. "But I believe we have a greater responsibility to this planet and its inhabitants." Alan, now more contemplative after his experience in the heart of Talos, spoke up. "I've been thinking, maybe there's a way to study these minerals without harming the planet." The team brainstormed ideas, and a plan began to form. They would conduct non-invasive research, focusing on understanding the minerals' properties and their role in Talos' ecosystem. As they were discussing, Aeolos joined them, his presence bringing a sense of calm. "Your decision brings hope," he said. "Perhaps this can be a new beginning for our worlds." The team set to work, employing drones and scanners to study the mineral vein from a distance. Kira and a few team members, including Alan, accompanied Aeolos to meet the Talosian Council. In the council's chamber, Kira spoke earnestly. "We've decided to honor Talos by researching in a way that doesn't harm your world. We hope this will be the foundation of a new relationship based on respect and learning." The council members, ancient beings with eyes reflecting the depths of space, nodded in agreement. "This path you choose is wise. We will observe and assist where we can." One of them spoke in a voice that resonated like the wind through the trees. Back at the camp, the team worked tirelessly. Their new approach yielded unexpected insights into the minerals, revealing that they had properties beneficial for both Earth and Talos, but only if used sustainably. One evening, as Kira sat watching the stars, Aeolos joined her. "Your actions have spoken louder than words, Kira. You have shown a path that others from your world may follow." Kira smiled, looking up at the starlit sky. "It's a start, Aeolos. A step towards understanding and coexistence." The new approach to the exploration of Talos was in full swing. Kira and her team, along with the Talosians, were making groundbreaking discoveries about the minerals and their interconnectedness with the planet's life force. The research was promising, suggesting ways the minerals could benefit Earth without exploiting Talos. However, the pressure from Earth's exploration company was intensifying. They demanded tangible results and a timeline for resource extraction, not satisfied with the team's sustainable approach. One evening, as the team gathered around a holographic display of their latest findings, Kira received a transmission from Earth. The company's director, Mr. Henderson, appeared on the screen. "Kira, your team's findings are intriguing, but we need more. We're sending a secondary team to expedite the mining process." Kira's heart sank. "Mr. Henderson, please reconsider. Our approach can benefit both Earth and Talos without causing harm." Henderson was unmoved. "I appreciate your idealism, Kira, but we have investors to answer to. The secondary team arrives in 2 days." After the call, a heavy silence fell over the team. The thought of a new team arriving to begin aggressive extraction was disheartening. "We can't let this happen." Alan, now a firm ally, spoke up. "We've seen the wonders of this planet and its people. We owe it to them to protect it." Kira nodded in agreement. "We need to show the new team what we've learned. Maybe we can change their minds." As the secondary team arrived, tensions rose. The new team, led by a pragmatic engineer named Sarah Jennings, was initially dismissive of Kira's warnings. Kira, determined to protect Talos, sought the help of Aeolos and the Talosian Council. They convened a secret meeting in the depths of the forest, away from prying eyes. "Aeolos, we need a way to show them the true value of Talos, beyond these minerals," Kira implored. Aeolos nodded gravely. "There is a place, sacred to us, where the essence of our planet can be felt most strongly. It might open their eyes." That night, under the cover of darkness, Kira led the secondary team to this sacred place, a hidden glade where the energy of Talos was palpable. The air shimmered with energy, and the ground thrummed with the planet's life force. Sarah Jennings, the leader of the secondary team, was visibly moved by the experience. "I've never felt anything like this," she admitted, her skepticism waning. Kira seized the moment. "This is what we're trying to protect. It's not just about minerals. It's about preserving this wonder." Back at the camp, a heated debate ensued between the two teams. Despite Sarah's newfound perspective, some members of her team remained adamant about proceeding with extraction. The situation reached a boiling point when one of the secondary team's engineers began drilling in a restricted area, causing a minor seismic event. The incident brought the reality of the situation to the forefront. In the aftermath, Sarah faced a decision. Torn between her orders and what she had experienced, she finally agreed to halt the extraction temporarily. Kira and her team, along with the Talosians, worked quickly to gather evidence of the site's importance, compiling data and testimonials. They sent this information back to Earth, hoping to sway the company's decision. As the twin moons of Talos cast a soft glow over the camp, the atmosphere was a mix of apprehension and hope. The compiled data and testimonials were en route to Earth, and the team anxiously awaited a response from the exploration company. Kira spent long hours in discussions with Aeolos and the Talosian Council, planning for various scenarios depending on the company's decision. She was determined to protect Talos, no matter the outcome. Days passed, and finally, a transmission from Earth crackled through the camp's communication system. It was Mr. Henderson. After reviewing your findings and considering the unique nature of Talos, we've decided to halt the extraction indefinitely. We're open to exploring alternative methods of cooperation. Relief washed over the camp. Kira and her team had achieved what seemed impossible. But there was more. Henderson continued. Furthermore, we want to establish a research base on Talos, focusing on environmental studies and interstellar diplomacy. Kira, we'd like you to lead this initiative. The news sparked a mixture of excitement and concern. A permanent human presence on Talos could bring unforeseen challenges. Iolos, understanding the implications, spoke up. We welcome this opportunity for deeper understanding and cooperation, but we must proceed with caution and respect for our world. The preparations for the new research base began, with both humans and Talosians working side by side. The focus was on sustainability, ensuring that the impact on Talos was minimal. Kira found herself at the center of this historic collaboration. Her role evolved from an explorer to a mediator and leader in an interstellar partnership. Kira stood on the edge of the newly constructed research base, looking out at the verdant landscape of Talos. She reflected on the journey that brought her here, the challenges faced, and the potential for a future where humans and Talosians could coexist and thrive together. The stars above shone brightly, a testament to the limitless possibilities when different worlds come together in harmony and respect. The story of Talos and Earth was just beginning. A new chapter in the annals of interstellar exploration and cooperation.